Ah, Ron, come on! What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, then thank you for stopping by. If you've been before, then thank you for coming back. Today we are going to be taking a look at the much anticipated Harry Potter 2, the sequel to Harry Potter 1, which was, of course, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone we watched a couple of weeks ago on the channel. And all of you have been eagerly waiting for the sequel, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. What is in the chamber? I don't know. That's probably why it's a secret. But what I do know is that Ron Weasley is an absolute legend. Harry Potter is an absolute teacher's pet who gets everything paid for him and special treatment all the time. Hermione's good. She's starting to grow on me. She's really good with the magic. A little bit of tension between her and Ron, of course. And apparently Hermione's not a muggle. Somebody told me that in the comments. You might have to explain that to me again. I always thought she was a muggle. Apparently she's some kind of half muggle. What would you call a half muggle? A huggle? So we left the first film with Harry defeating Voldemort by falling over. And Voldemort kind of just flew away like a ghost. He did also defeat, what's his name? The Quirrell. I think it's Quirrell. He touched him and he turned to stone. Harry was then left in hospital, I guess at the school in bed. Dumbledore ate his chocolate frog. Complained about some kind of beans, Bertie beans, and then he all got on the train and went home. Apart from Harry, who said he's not going home, and then got on the train and I guess he went home. Now, watching the first film, I said I probably most identified with Ron, of course, for obvious reasons. And if you watched that, you would have seen the picture of me as a kid. I would say I looked a little bit like Ron, had the same curtain hair and everything. Fun fact, I didn't get rid of my curtain haircut until I was about 18. But some of you guys said, according to the description in the books, I probably most resemble Charlie Weasley, the guy who goes off to Romania to fight the dragons. I don't know, what do you think? And guys, let me know in the comments what house you think I would be in. I'm actually planning to do the official quiz. I'd like to find out the house. I think it's the Patronus and the Wand as well. So let me know down in the comments which one you think I'd be in, and obviously subscribe to the channel, look out for the video when that comes, and we'll see if you're right. So guys, I have no idea what to expect from this one, so we are just going to jump straight in, and looking forward to some more Ron Weasley shenanigans. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. That's a very Americanized looking neighborhood. See, I told you Harry Potter went home. He was lying. You're a liar, Potter. Right, his parents called James and Lily, right? That was the J and the L there.
I can't let you out, Hedwig.
I knew it was Hedwig. I said that in the last video.
If Uncle Vernon...
Harry Potter!
Harry Potter!
Now you've done it.
If you can't control that bloody bird, it'll have to go.
Not control it, it's inside a cage.
But I haven't had any messages from any of my friends.
I wonder at which film Harry Potter's voice breaks.
I want to be friends with you.
You're such a dick, Dursley.
Oh, grateful. When the Masons arrive, you will be...
In the lounge.
Good. And Dudley, you will be...
I'll be waiting to open the door.
I'll be waiting to open the door. Idiots.
And you?
I'll be in my bedroom, making no noise and pretending that I don't exist.
Too right you will.
Too right, Potter.
Any luck, this could well be the day I make the biggest deal of my
Dudley Dursley's got big eye, little eye. It's the classic way to tell if somebody's been out drinking. One eye's always smaller than the other. What is that?
Such an honour it is.
Like, get off the bed, you're filthy.
Who are you?
Dobby the house elf.
Ah, house elf. I thought he was a sock
Not
elf.
rude or anything, but this isn't a great time for me to have a house elf in my bedroom.
It's just that Dobby has come to tell you.
Mate, seriously, if you walked into your bedroom, even if you were magic, and you saw one of those things on your
Why
bed,
don't you sit down?
you would not be that calm. Look at it.
Sit down.
I didn't mean to offend you or anything.
Offend Dobby?
Why can't it sit down?
Never has he been asked to sit down by a wizard. Like an equal.
Just sit your ass down.
You can't.
No, I haven't.
I've been watching Friends again recently, and this Dobby reminds me of Rachel's cat.
Stop. Dobby, Dobby, please stop.
It's mental.
Oh, don't mind that.
Dobby, please be quiet.
Dobby had to punish himself, sir.
Dobby's
The wizard family
mentally
got himself,
unstable.
sir. Dobby is bound to serve one family forever. Harry Potter must not go back to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry this year.
Why not?
There is a plot to make most terrible things happen.
Oh, I hate the little bit of hair on his chin.
Can't say.
Say it.
Dobby, Dobby, put the lamp.
This is supposed to be a kids' film.
Arrive at the 9th hole.
Get in there and keep quiet.
What the devil are you doing up here?
Sorry, Uncle Dursley, I was just cracking one off.
You wish you'd never been born, boy. And fix the door.
He can't fix the door with magic, can he? He's not allowed to do magic away from Hogwarts.
Friends who don't even write to Harry Potter?
Wait, is Hogwarts in like another dimension?
How do you know my friends haven't been writing to me?
Harry
He's been
Potter
robbing
mustn't
them.
Harry Potter might not want to go back to school, sir.
This is a naughty thing. He's nothing but trouble.
Then Dobby must do it, sir.
The plumber said yes, and that's just the top of it.
Ah, he'll get in trouble if he does magic outside of school. Nothing but trouble.
You're never going back to that school.
Is that an engine? Oh no, I'm sure I've forgotten something from the first film. But what's the deal with doing magic in different places? I thought you couldn't do magic away from school or in the real dimension or whatever.
George, what are you all doing here?
Rescuing you, of course.
I told you Ron was a hero. Oh man, he's got so many locks.
Let go of me!
Either he was sleeping in his shoes or he got dressed really quick. Did John Williams do the music for this as well? That was very E.T. sounding. Oh, what does that say? Home dentist. Prison?
Where have you been? Of course, I don't blame you, Harry, dear.
That's Ginny, right?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Morning, Weasleys!
So one of you guys said that Ron's got like 1 million siblings.
Dad works in the Ministry of Magic. Dad loves muggles. Thinks they're fascinating.
Misuse of Muggle artifacts.
I'm Harry, sir. Harry Potter.
007.
You must know all about muggles.
No, I don't. Explain to me.
What exactly is the function of a rubber duck?
In a computer game, it's unfinished code or features. If you play the Division 2, there's a lot of rubber ducks.
Oh look, it's our Hogwarts letters.
Wait, we got Percy, George, Fred, Ron, Ginny, and Charlie.
The spellbooks alone are very expensive.
Diagon Alley.
Ah, Diagonal Alley. Somebody explained that to me in the comments before when I talked about the buildings being a funny shape. It's obviously a play on the word diagonally.
Diagon Alley!
Don't forget to speak very, very clearly.
I hope he ends up somewhere else.
Diagonally.
Oh, he smashed his glasses. Grab him. Yeah. It's your own fault, Potter, for messing around with other people's stuff.
Come with us. We'll help you find your way back.
Please.
Harry!
Agreed.
What do you think you're doing down here?
I was looking for a flesh-eating slug repellent.
Hagrid,
Hello, Hermione.
what did you do to your glasses? Oculus Reparo.
See, if she fixed his eyes on the train in the first one, she wouldn't have to do that again.
Mr. Gilderoy, lock.
Oh, here's the guy that was in the book a second ago. That's Kenneth Branagh as well, I believe.
Potter.
Everybody speaks like this in this film.
Nice big smile, Harry. Together you and I rate the front page. Ladies and gentlemen, what an extraordinary moment this is. When young Harry stepped into Flourish and Blots this morning to purchase my autobiography, Magical Me, 27th week atop the Daily Profit bestseller list.
Yay, Draco.
No idea that he would in fact be leaving with my entire collected works free of charge.
Again, Potter gets everything for free.
But you loved that, didn't you, Potter?
Yeah,
Famous
Potter.
Harry Potter.
Now, Draco, play nicely.
Oh, it's him from Event Horizon.
Lucius Malfoy.
Voldemort killed my parents.
Hey, you're not supposed to say his name.
Fear of a name only increases fear of the thing itself.
Ah, well said, Hermione.
He was nothing more than a murderer.
Miss Granger and your parents. Muggles, aren't they? You must be the Weasleys.
Go on, knock him out.
And I thought your family could sink no lower.
Flamero his hair. Set it on fire.
See you at school.
See, I always thought I'd be Gryffindor, but when I was a kid, I used to go to libraries and rip all the pictures out of the UFO books, just like Draco did. So maybe I'd be a Slytherin. I really hope somebody crashes into that wall at some point. Please crash. Yeah. Oh, that's the same guy from the first one as well.
What do you think you're doing?
The gateway sealed itself for some reason.
Oh, is it Dobby? Dobby's done it.
The car.
Oh, good plan, Ron. But they're in the real world now, so yeah, people should be seeing this.
Most muggles aren't accustomed to seeing a flying car.
Nice. It's got a Predator car.
Let's go lower. We need to find the train.
I think that bridge is in Scotland.
Do you hear that?
We must be getting close.
It's behind you, Ron. That owl was so chilled out.
Hold on!
No, let go. Of course he's going to hold on,
Take
Ron.
my hand! Your hand's all sweaty.
It's probably chicken grease. I'm getting Jurassic Park vibes. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you wouldn't be flying around like that with petrol prices today, Ron. Oh, it's alive! Again, we're just trying to kill children. I bet the insurance doesn't cover that.
See you, Hedwig. This year.
Oh, it's him. Scraggle Cat.
This night might well be the last you spend in this castle.
You were seen by no less than 7 muggles. Not to mention the damage you inflicted on a Whomping Willow.
A Whomping Willow, that's the tree, right? So I got a feeling that's going to come back later on. At some point, maybe it's going to save them in a fight.
Were you in Slytherin?
They are not.
Yeah, here he comes. Gets away with it again.
As head of Gryffindor House, it is for Professor McGonagall to determine the appropriate action.
She'll probably give him 50 points and an extra broom.
You're going to expel us, aren't you?
Nah, mate. She's going to be 50 points to Gryffindor.
I will be writing to your families tonight, and you will both receive detention.
Nah, the Dursleys won't care. That looks like a birdhouse.
Morning, everyone.
Oh, if any of you have seen the film Scum, you'll know what this scene looks like.
Today we're going to repot mandrakes.
What?
The mandrake's cry is fatal to anyone who hears it.
Excellent. 10 points to Gryffindor. Now, as our
10 points to Gryffindor. Oh, okay, petrified, like terrified. I thought you meant like they were dead and dried out.
You grasp your mandrake firmly. You pull it sharply up out of the pot.
What the fuck is that? Neville, you prick. I was not expecting that.
Grasp your mandrake and pull it up.
Oh, that's really kind of weird. Oh, I don't know if I like that. That was really weird and freaky. Get Hermione to Wandio Repario.
I'm Colin Creevy. I'm in Gryffindor too. Ron, is that your owl?
I mean, it acts like it would be Ron's.
That's a menace.
Weasley's got himself a howler.
Ronald Weasley! How dare you steal that car?
Yeah, I'm definitely Ronald Weasley. I used to steal cars when I was a kid. My dad worked for the Ministry of Defence, essentially.
Let me introduce you to your new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. Honorary member of the Dark Force Defense League. Most charming smile award.
He absolutely loves himself.
I must ask you not to scream. It might provoke them!
Fairies, right? They gotta be fairies.
Cornish pixies.
Oh, pixies. I want that Seamus to blow himself up again. Oh, please drop him. Neville always ends up falling from somewhere. Oh, is he running away?
Why is it always me?
Exactly. It's always you, Neville. It's because you're a Hufflepuff and you're in the wrong house.
Where do you think you're going, Flint? Quidditch practice. You've got a new seeker. Who?
Yeah, who? Oh.
At least no one on the Gryffindor team had to buy their way in.
You filthy little mudblood.
So what's a mudblood?
Eat slugs!
Damn it, Ron! That would have been so cool if Malfoy's mouth just filled with... Ah, it's happened to him instead. Ah, that's disgusting. It's like Leech Woman from Puppet Master. Oh, if you're a child, maybe look away now.
Malfoy. He called Hermione... Well, I don't know exactly what it means.
Oh, good. Neither do I. Explain it to me.
Call me a mudblood.
What's a mudblood?
It means dirty blood. Mudblood's a really foul name for someone who is muggle-born. Someone with non-magic parents.
So how did she get the magic?
There's some wizards, like the Malfoy family, who think they're better than everyone else because they're what people call pure blood.
Oh, look at Ron's face. So disgusting.
Disgusting. Don't you think on it for 1 minute.
No, think on it and turn evil.
Celebrity is as celebrity does.
Oh, is Voldemort back?
What? Did you hear it? That voice.
Voice? What voice?
The voice that he heard, Hermione. Jeez. Oh, is that water? Is this the one with Mona Myrtle? I know she's like in a fountain or something.
The Chamber of Secrets has been opened.
That's the name of the movie.
Enemies of the air, beware.
Oh no.
Like enemies of the... Oh no! Scraggle Cat! Again, it's a kid's film. You're killing cats and trying to murder children. This is crazy. Yeah, not now, boy.
You'll be next, mudbloods.
Come on, make way, make way.
Oh no. Don't let him see. Mate, if I was him, I'd be going fucking nuts.
I'll tell ya!
I would murder all of those children.
Everyone except
Potter.
you three. She has been petrified.
Oh, that's all right then.
I know exactly the counter curse that could have spared her.
No, we could get one of those carrot things.
It's him that's done it.
Good job it wasn't me. And I would have killed all the kids. And then Dumbledore would have been, ah, yeah, your cat's not dead.
We just found him when he said...
When I said I wasn't hungry.
Good job it wasn't Ron. Ron's always hungry.
I want to see some punishment.
Madam Sprout has a very healthy growth of mandrakes.
So that Madam Sprout, her name's Miriam Margoyles. If you check out on YouTube her interview on the Graham Norton show, she is absolutely savage. She's awesome.
You hear this voice? A voice only you can hear.
Do you think I should have told them?
Hearing voices isn't a good sign.
Could I have your attention, please?
Could I have your attention, please?
No. We will be transforming animals into water goblets.
What? That seems wrong.
Ferroverto.
Oh. Ron's gonna have to drink from the furry cup.
I was wondering if you could tell us about the Chamber of Secrets.
That Hogwarts was founded by the 4 greatest witches and wizards: Godric Gryffindor, Helga Hufflepuff, Rowena Ravenclaw, and Salazar Slytherin.
That makes sense.
Salazar Slytherin wished to be more selective about the students admitted to Hogwarts. In other words, purebloods. He decided to leave the school.
So he was kind of like the Hitler of Hogwarts.
Slytherin had built a hidden chamber in this castle. He sealed it until that time when his own true heir returned to the school. Purged the school of all those who were unworthy.
Oh, wow.
No such chamber has been found. But the chamber is said to be home to something that only the heir of Slytherin can control.
A snake! If it's a snake, Harry was like talking to the snake in the first film. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the heir to the chamber.
Then that means...
The heir of Slytherin has returned to Hogwarts. The question is, who is it?
Lockhart, the blonde guy, because he's the only new one. Well, him and the woman with the carrots.
You heard him. You'll be next month.
I don't know why I do that every time I say carrots.
Malfoy, the heir of Slytherin.
The whole lot of them have been in Slytherin for centuries.
Crab and Goyle must know.
Not to mention we'd be breaking about 50 school rules.
Oh, only 50 this time.
The Prodigy's potion allows the drinker to transform himself temporarily into the physical form of another.
Well, how long will it take to make?
A month.
A month? Now I feel like Ron. I wonder who Hermione's going to set fire to this time.
All right there, Scarhead.
Scarhead.
Won't look out! Blimey! Harry's got himself a rogue bludger. That's been tampered with, that has.
I'll stop it.
No!
Yeah, no, Ron. We're going to have to let Harry do a supreme flying that's better than everybody else to escape.
Training for the ballet, Potter. You'll never catch me, Potter.
My name's Draco Malfoy, and I end every sentence with the word Potter. Oh, it's in his hand.
Harry Potter has caught the snitch!
50 points to Gryffindor.
I think my arm's broken. Not to worry, Harry. I will fix that arm of yours straight away.
With magic.
Brachiam. Emendo! Yes, well, that can sometimes happen. You can no longer feel any pain. And it's very clear that the bones are not much more flexible, though.
He could use it to slap Malfoy around, just like a rubber arm.
Mend bones in a heartbeat, but...
See, she said she can mend bones with magic. Why was the floor wet when they found the cat?
Hello?
Ah, not you.
Harry Potter should have gone back home when he missed the train.
He's a naughty elf.
Dobby thought his bludger would be enough to make Harry Potter see.
Dobby's clinically insane. Maybe he's the heir to the chamber.
Dobby is used to death threats, sir.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Dobby is still treated like vermin.
Probably because you look like a rat.
'Tis a mark of the house elves' enslavement. Dobby can only be freed if his master presents him with clothes.
I wonder who his master is.
Dobby!
Oh, who's this?
What happened?
Oh, it's the photo boy.
Do you know, I think he's been petrified. Perhaps he managed to take a picture of his attacker.
Yeah, maybe he did.
Mean help us.
You don't need to be a magician to know that you don't open a film camera in the daylight.
The Chamber of Secrets has indeed been opened again.
Opened? She said that it didn't even exist.
Why are we brewing this potion in the middle of the girls' lavatory?
No one ever comes in here. Moaning Myrtle.
Yeah, it is the Moaning Myrtle.
Who's Moaning Myrtle?
I'm Moaning Myrtle.
Now, I'm pretty sure the actress that played her was pretty old.
Moaning Myrtle.
Imagine that, you're trying to take a shit and then she pops out of the toilet seat.
Dueling club. To train you all up. Professor Snape. You'll still have your potions master when I'm through with him.
I reckon he's rubbish. Whatever he's about to do, I think he's rubbish. Snape could kick his ass.
Expelliarmus!
Let's have a volunteer pair.
Might I suggest someone from my own house?
Ah, Malfoy. Let's go.
Malfoy?
I'm going to destroy you, Potter.
Inverte status! Serpent sortia!
Oh, no. Oh, he can turn it into a cup. That can't be good.
You're a parcel mouth. Why didn't you tell us?
I'm a what?
You can talk to snakes.
It just turns out that Harry Potter is Voldemort.
Salazar Slytherin was a parcel mouth.
Oh, is he dead?
Caught in the act.
Again.
I'll have you out.
He catches him every single time. Oh, spiders again. Oh, don't bring her. She always lets him off. Should probably give him 10 points.
I swear I didn't.
Professor Dumbledore will be waiting for you.
Cool stairs. Although every step underneath kind of seems redundant if you stand on the top one and it just takes you up like a lift. But it's cool. I like it.
I was just wondering if you put me in the right house.
Yes. You were particularly difficult.
Yeah, because he was going to say Slytherin, and Potter was like, no, not Slytherin.
You would have done well.
He got to choose.
Slytherin.
Oh, that's a... Is that a phoenix? Harry, you've killed my bird.
There was nothing I could do.
Fawkes is a phoenix, Harry. Reborn from the ashes.
The phoenix feather was in Voldemort's wand and in Harry's wand, right?
The tears of healing powers. I do not believe that Harry attacked anyone.
Well, of course you don't.
Yeah, of course you don't. Exactly.
I'll just wait outside then. Is there something you wish to tell me?
No, sir.
The amount of chances he's given you, Potter, and you won't even tell him that you can talk to snakes. So Christmassy.
We also need to make sure that the real Crab and Goyle can't burst in on us while we're interrogating Malfoy.
She can freeze them like she did to Neville.
I filled these with a simple sleeping draught. Now,
All that.
once they're asleep,
Or you can drug
hide them in the
them.
broomstick cupboard and pull out a few. Make sure that Crab and Goyle find these.
Wingardium Leviosa.
It's Leviosa. That's not dodgy at all. Just walking around, a couple of floating cakes. Yeah, let's eat them. Although I probably would as well, to be fair.
How thick could you get?
We'll have exactly 1 hour before we change back into ourselves.
Oh, that does not look nice.
Add the hairs.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
And Myrtle's going to pop out. Oh, not Potter, though. He's going to be able to do it.
But where's Hermione?
I don't think I'm going.
Hermione, are you okay?
What has she turned into?
I think the Slytherin common room's this way.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Look at his head.
Be a school prefect.
At school, we would have called that a lunkhead. In fact, there was a girl at school that we used to call lunkhead because she looked like that.
Why are you wearing glasses? Father always said that Dumbledore was the worst thing that ever happened to this place.
You're wrong.
Wow, they're like the worst undercover cops ever.
You think there's someone here who's worse than Dumbledore?
Malfoy's a dick, but I'm starting to like him.
But then you must have some idea who's behind it all.
You know I don't, Goyle. The last time the Chamber of Secrets was opened, a Mudblood died. I hope it's Granger.
Go on, Ron, my son. Knock him out.
Hermione, come out. We've got loads to tell you.
Go away! Look at my face.
Look at your tail. What's this?
Oh, somebody left the taps on.
Looks like Moaning Myrtle's flooded the bathroom.
Come to throw something else at me.
Why would I throw something at you?
Because you're annoying, that's why.
Here, and someone thinks it's funny to throw a book at me.
The riddle of Tom Riddle.
Name is Harry Potter.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's like Facebook Messenger.
About the chamber.
What do you know, Tom Riddle? But I could show you. Oh wait, so Tom Riddle's in the book, or he is the book? You've never noticed how Harry Potter always walks like he shit himself.
Riddle! Is there something you wish to tell me?
No, sir. Nothing.
That's what Potter said.
Off you go.
Let's get the out of there. Evening, Hagrid. I don't think you meant it to kill anyone. The least Hogwarts can do is make sure the thing that killed their daughter is slaughtered.
Aragog never killed no one.
Aragog. He's got to be a dragon.
Sistam Aperio! Rania Exume!
Fucking hate spiders.
They'll have your wand for this, Hagrid.
Hagrid!
He can't hear you, Potter. Okay, but what does it mean?
It was Hagrid. Hagrid opened the Chamber of Secrets 50 years ago.
So the spider is the monster in the chamber, and the heir to the chamber can control the spider.
Harry, I don't know who did it, but you better come.
Somebody's taking a shit on Harry's bed.
Whoever it was, they must have been looking for something.
No shit, Ron.
Tom Riddle's diary is gone.
We play our game. Hufflepuff doesn't stand a chance.
Hufflepuff is not going to stand a chance anyway.
This match has been cancelled.
We can't cancel Quidditch.
Silence would. You and your teammate will go to Gryffindor.
Yeah, shut it, Wood.
This could be a wee bit of a shock.
Oh, it's not Hermione, is it? Oh, no!
She was found near the library, along with this.
No, unless she was trying to look behind her for something.
These new rules will be put into effect immediately. No exceptions.
Apart from Potter, who can do whatever he wants.
We've got to talk to Hagrid, Ron. He'll know how to get inside the Chamber of Secrets.
We're not allowed to leave the tower except for class.
Yeah, when has that stopped you, Ron?
Time to get my dad's old cloak out again.
Who's there?
See, I don't think Hagrid's bad.
Do you know who's opened the Chamber of Secrets?
Professor Dumbledore, sir.
Good evening, Hagrid.
Oh, who's he? Who's that? He looks like a banker, or maybe a guy from the Ministry of Magic.
Minister of Magic?
I've got to take him. Take me? Take me where? Not Azkaban prison.
Oh, that's one of the other films.
The other governors and I have decided it's time for you to step aside. There'll be no Muggle-borns left at Hogwarts.
If anybody was looking for some stuff, then all they'd have to do would be to follow the spiders.
Oh, more spiders. Oh my god, that means Hagrid's house was like full of spiders. I love the way Harry Potter always sneaks around holding a massive light.
Follow the spiders.
Head into the dark forest. Harry, I don't like this at all. Shush.
Yeah, I would not be going in there.
Come on.
No.
Who is it?
Sounds like Dumbledore. Oh no. Oh, that's huge. Although I think the smaller ones are worse.
You're Aragog, aren't you?
Yes. Hagrid never opened the Chamber of Secrets.
Then you're not the monster.
No.
Oh, who is then? This is like Aliens when Ripley meets the Queen.
And what did kill that girl 50 years ago?
It is an ancient creature. The girl was discovered in a bathroom.
Moaning Myrtle.
What?
Yeah, I'd be like, can you like get your boys to back off, mate? We're trying to have a chat.
Thank you.
But I cannot deny them fresh meat.
Not any spells?
The smoke. Ron! Come on! That's literally around his neck. Go now! Drive!
Get us out of here.
Fly it, Ron! God damn it! That was a hard landing.
What have you found out? Hagrid never opened the Chamber of Secrets.
No, but he did send you in there to be eaten alive. I wonder why Hermione spends most of the time in the hospital. Maybe like Emma Watson couldn't film or something?
The monster in the Chamber of Secrets is a basilisk. It's a snake.
But if it kills by looking people in the eye, why is
Like
it
Medusa. Medusa turned people to stone. And you use mirrors.
Because no one did look it in the eye.
Yeah, that's how you defeated Medusa in like Greek mythology. You had to look in the reflections.
Colin saw it through his camera.
And Hermione had the mirror.
Had the mirror. Spiders flee before it.
So wherever the spiders are running away from, that's where it is.
Pipes? About that girl 50 years ago. She died in a bathroom.
Yeah, it's Moaning Myrtle.
Moaning Myrtle?
Exactly. See, we got this, Ron.
A student has been taken by the monster into the chamber itself.
Weren't you saying just last night that you've known all along where the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets is?
Is he the snake? Because that Quirrell guy, he got taken over by Voldemort.
Your skills, after all, are legend.
So maybe he doesn't know that he's the bad guy.
I'll just be in my office.
He's gonna run.
Ginny Weasley.
Oh no! Ron will not be happy. The skeleton will lie in the chamber forever.
Ginny.
The snake's gonna eat her and then like spew up her skeleton. Because that's what snakes do.
Are you going somewhere?
Well, yes. There was nothing in the job description about
You're running away?
Like half of me thinks he's the bad guy, but then like he always wants to run away, so maybe he's not.
You're a fraud.
I'm rather gifted with memory charms.
Going to have to do the same to you.
Don't even think about it.
Expelliarmus.
Hello, Harry.
How you died?
Taking a shit. That's why she's in the toilet.
I heard somebody come in, but they said something funny. I just remember seeing a pair of great big yellow eyes.
The woman who did the broom teaching, she had yellow eyes.
I think this is the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets.
Classic Potter. Makes you wonder where all the water went when the taps were left on.
There's no need for me to stay.
Push him down the hole. They didn't even attempt to give him a rope or anything. Oh, that's all bones.
Any sign of movement, close your eyes straight away.
But now I can't see anything. Potter, what's happening?
It's a snake's skin.
Bloody
Oh.
hell. Whoever shed this must be 60 feet long.
How you two tragically lost your minds at the sight of her mangled body. Say goodbye to your memories.
Oh, he got Ron's broken wand, that's why.
Who am I?
Lockhart's memory charm backfired.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll go on and find Ginny.
Oh wow, that is a lot of snakeheads. And who's that guy at the end?
Ginny.
She's got the book. She's got Tom's diary. That's Tom there, isn't it?
Tom Riddle, are you a ghost?
A memory.
There's a basilisk.
It won't come until it's called.
We've got to save her.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Harry. You see,
I'm afraid I can't do that, Harry.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
as poor Ginny grows weaker, I grow stronger. It was Ginny Weasley who opened the Chamber of Secrets.
No.
No way.
She wouldn't.
It was Ginny who set the basilisk on the Mudbloods and Filch's cat.
Yeah, she must have been possessed.
Why?
Not that she knew what she was doing. She was, shall we say, in a kind of trance. I knew it wouldn't be safe to open the chamber again while I was still at school. One day, I would be able to lead another, to finish Salazar Slytherin's noble work.
Oh wait, how did he die?
For many months now, my new target has been
you.
Voldemort is my past, present, and future.
Tom. What? Oh, I was going to say there was more letters. He's Voldemort.
You're the heir of Slytherin.
Oh, this is kind of confusing.
I was going to keep my filthy Muggle father's name.
Was Voldemort, like, actually this guy, Tom Riddle?
When I became the greatest sorcerer in the world.
Is it a new... It's a new wand with a phoenix feather in it. Nope, it's a hat. Okay, if Tom Riddle has always been Voldemort, maybe they're brothers.
I have this. Parseltongue won't save you now, Potter. Your bird may have blinded the basilisk.
He can just be quiet then. Can't he Leviosa himself and float?
Lord Voldemort will return alive.
What, he's going to take her, like, life essence? Whoa. Or he's going to come back as, like, in Ginny's body. I didn't know the hat could do that. It's over, Potter. I have the high ground. I say yeet it. Yeah, straight up through its mouth. That's gotta hurt. But he still just needs the time for Ginny to die. Is he going to do a Game of Thrones where he like swings the sword and then stabs him with a tooth?
How quickly the venom of the basilisk penetrates the body.
Oh.
You'll be with your dear Mudblood mother soon, Harry. What are you doing?
It was me. Riddle made me.
That is the Phoenix bird, right?
You were brilliant, Fox. It's over.
No, it ain't, Potter. Got another film to come soon.
This is just like magic!
I really thought that guy was going to be evil at the end.
You have broken perhaps a dozen school rules.
Oh, what does that mean, mate? 100 points to Gryffindor?
It is only fitting that you both receive special awards.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Have an owl deliver these release papers to Azkaban.
So, I'm guessing the Prisoner of Azkaban film, I don't know if that's next or the fourth or the fifth, but I'm guessing it's somebody that Hagrid met while he's in there now.
I couldn't help but notice certain similarities between Tom Riddle and me.
You can speak Parseltongue.
Voldemort transferred some of his powers to me.
What, so now he's not just Harry Potter the Wizard, he's got Voldemort powers as well?
Yes.
So the Sorting Hat was right. I should be in Slytherin.
Okay, that explains the whole Slytherin hat thing at the start, on the first one.
Then I suggest you look more closely at this. Be careful.
That's it, Potter, grab it by the blade. You fucking idiot.
So this is your master?
He looks like a piece of ham.
The culprit has been identified, I presume?
Voldemort. This time he chose to act through somebody else. Of this.
He hasn't asked what it is.
Let us hope that Mr. Potter will always be around to save the day.
That's what I'm like.
I will be.
Mate, that guy would slap the shit out of you.
I wonder if I could have that.
Why? What did you want that for, Potter?
Mr. Malfoy! I have something of yours.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you slipped the diary into Ginny Weasley's cauldron.
Oh yeah, he did. I remember that.
Prove it.
I can prove it, mate. Or Jess.
Associating with muggles.
Master has given Dobby a sock. Dobby is free. You shall not harm Harry Potter.
saved by somebody else again. But I will admit, he did fight the big snake thing.
Hello!
Yeah, Scraggle Cat's back. Look at all those peas.
Sorry I'm late.
Okay guys, that was Chamber of Secrets, done. I think it was potentially better than the first one. Obviously the first had a lot of establishing storylines and things like that. This one, definitely more action at the end. The first, Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter basically touched a guy's face and he turned to stone. And then Voldemort kind of went through him and he fell over. That was it. But anticlimactic for the first one. This one, definitely more of a battle. Pretty cool. Let me know if I got this right. So, the founders of Hogwarts. The Slytherin guy was kind of like Hitler and wanted like purebloods. And then I guess he died. And then Tom Riddle was a normal kid who went to Hogwarts. He was in Slytherin. And then he got really, really good at magic. And then I guess he died as well. But he became Voldemort. Wait, did he become Voldemort and then die? Or die when he was a kid and then become Voldemort? I don't know. But so far, that's what I've got. That Voldemort was in Slytherin. He got really good at magic. He kind of thought the same way as the original Slytherin guy. And then, for whatever reason, he disappeared. And then he keeps wanting to come back to continue his work, I guess. And then Malfoy's dad, Lucius Malfoy, he believed in the original Slytherin guy's ideas. So he gave the book to Ginny, which we saw at the start, which I thought was a completely different book. Really well done. He gave that to Ginny, who used it to open the chamber to release Tom Riddle. Right? I think that's it. And then Harry's defeated Voldemort for the second time. So, there's this Tom Riddle character at the end of Chamber of Secrets. Is he aware of Voldemort and Harry from before? Does Tom Riddle remember being killed by Harry Potter in Philosopher's Stone? But yeah, apart from that, cool film. The spiders were horrible, obviously. I like Ginny. She's turned up. She's a new one. As you can probably tell, I'm not Harry Potter's biggest fan. I definitely prefer Ron. Ron is the absolute hero every single time. It's always Ron. He is the hero. I like Hermione. Bit unclear why she wasn't in the film as much this time. It was almost as if they had wrote her character out of it because she had something else. Emma Watson might have had something else happening in her life, so she couldn't film. So it did feel a bit like that. Malfoy's still a dick, but he's kind of fun when he comes around. He's always really cantankerous. Is that a word? The one thing I'm not quite getting so far, though, is the Harry Potter world and the real world thing. Because obviously, when they're with the Dursleys, that's the real world. But then Ron turns up with a magic car and they go through the wall on the platform to the magic train station. So are they like two different dimensions, and how do they cross over? Because Ron was in the car at the train station when they missed the train. He just got in the car and then he flew to Hogwarts. So is Hogwarts in the real world, but kind of hidden like Wakanda in Black Panther? Or is it like another dimension? I have no idea. I don't know if that'll be explained later on in the other films, but that's the one thing I'm particularly confused on at the moment. Hermione, okay, so Hermione's a Mudblood, and Harry Potter's mum was a Mudblood. I think somebody might have said this in the comments. Was Harry's mum a Muggle and his dad was a magician? A wizard? I don't know. You have to remind me in the comments. But yeah, I enjoyed that film. I don't know what the next one is. I'm going to call it Harry Potter 3, and then we can find out at the start of the next video. So guys, thank you so much for watching again with this Harry Potter reaction. As I said at the start, I am going to be doing the official Harry Potter quiz to find out what house I'm going to be in. And of course, leave your comments below on what house you think I would be in. But yeah, somebody said in the comments, Slytherin. Do I really look like a Slytherin? But anyway, guys, thank you again so much for watching. Obviously, hit like, subscribe, comment, all the usual stuff. And I'll be looking forward to the next one. Harry Potter 3 will be coming up in the next week or two.